What if I told you that right now, your body is missing one tiny but critical reflex? Without it, a single ordinary step could send you crashing to the floor, straight to the emergency room, and potentially change your life forever. That is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up. Most people over 70 have no idea this reflex even exists until it is already too late. Here's what makes it even more frustrating. The fix takes less than 2 minutes a day. 2 minutes. And almost nobody in their 70s, 80s, or 90s is doing it. If the fear of falling keeps you up at night or makes you hesitant to walk to the kitchen, get up from the couch, or step outside, this video will change that. We will cover 6 effective balance exercises for preventing falls. When most people work on balance, what do? They stand on one leg, hold it for 10 or 20 seconds, wobble, grab the wall, and call it a day. Sound familiar? Standing still on one leg does almost nothing to prevent falls, because falls do not happen when standing still. Falls happen in motion, walking across the room when your foot catches a rug. Falls happen when you step off a curb and the ground is not where you expected, or when you shift your weight too far and your body cannot correct itself fast enough. To truly prevent falls, exercises must train your body's ability to recognize when it is off balance and pull itself back to center before you go down. That is the whole game, and every exercise today does exactly that. If any exercise causes pain in your feet, ankles, knees, hips, or anywhere else, stop immediately. Work within what feels safe. If you have balance concerns or a recent fall, speak with your doctor or physical therapist first. Always have a wall, chair, or sturdy surface nearby. One of the most overlooked parts of your body for preventing falls is in your feet, specifically your toes. When you tip forward or lean too far, your foot muscles instinctively switch on, and your toes grab the ground to pull your body back into balance. That is your body's natural fall prevention reflex. It is built in. You were born with it. But over the decades, especially with cushioned shoes and flat surfaces, we slowly lose connection to those small but vital foot muscles. The muscles weaken, the nerves become less responsive, and the reflex that should kick in automatically starts to fade. It is like flipping a light switch in a room where the circuit has been cut. The electricity is there, but the connection is broken. But here's the good news. Unlike an electrical circuit, you can rebuild this connection. These foot and toe muscles respond quickly when trained consistently. Your nervous system has not forgotten how to fire these muscles. It just needs reminding. Before these exercises, a final safety note. If you have a balance disorder, severe osteoporosis, Parkinson's, or any neurological condition, speak with your doctor first. If you have had a recent fall with injury, do not start without medical clearance. Never do these exercises in socks on a hard floor. That is a common cause of slips. Go barefoot if you can, for maximum sensory feedback, or wear shoes with a non-slip sole. Always have a wall, chair, or countertop within reach. If any movement causes sharp pain, dizziness, or anything that does not feel right, stop immediately. Do not push through discomfort. Work within what feels safe and progress at your own pace. Exercise 1. The toe lean, the foundation of everything. The single most important movement in this routine. It directly trains the fall prevention reflex we just discussed. Stand facing into the corner, feet a few inches apart, back straight, chin up, shoulders relaxed. Gently lean your entire body forward from your ankles, like a plank tipping forward. Do not bend at the hips. Keep everything straight. As you lean, your toes begin to grip the floor. If barefoot, this sensation is stronger, and that is ideal. Before tipping far enough to step forward, let your toes pull you back to center. That is 1 rep. Do 10 in a row, repeated 3 to 4 times daily. Once this feels easy, hold a light weight, 2 or 3 pounds, against your chest to make your toes work harder. This progressive challenge rebuilds the reflex faster. Exercise 2. Weight shifting side to side. Falls also happen sideways, reaching for something, stepping to the side, or turning around. This exercise trains your body to control that kind of movement. Stand behind a chair, hands on the back, feet hip-width apart. Slowly shift your weight to your right foot, lifting your left foot slightly off the ground. Hold for 3 seconds, then shift to the left side. That is 1 repetition. Do 10 on each side. Move slowly and with full control. You are teaching your hips, ankles, and core to communicate in real time. As you get stronger, try using only 1 fingertip on the chair, eventually with no support at all. Exercise 3. Heel to toe walk, also called the tandem walk. It mimics walking in narrow paths and hallways and is one of the best ways to train dynamic balance. Your balance while actually moving. Place your right foot directly in front of your left, heel touching or nearly touching the toes of the other foot. Step heel to toe in a straight line, 10 steps forward, then 10 steps back. That is 1 set. Do 2 sets. Focus on looking straight ahead, not down at your feet, because in real life, your balance system must work while your eyes focus on where you are going. This is harder than it sounds, and that is the point. Exercise 4. Standing marches. When you trip over a rug, step, or crack, your body needs to lift your foot quickly and high enough to clear it. If hip flexors are weak and the lifting reflex is slow, a stumble becomes a fall. Stand tall behind your chair, hands lightly resting on the back. Slowly lift your right knee toward your chest as high as comfortable without leaning back. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower slowly. Repeat on the left. That is 1 rep. Do 10 on each side. The movement should be slow and controlled both up and down. The lowering phase builds eccentric muscle control that keeps you stable when your foot lands. As this gets easier, try it without holding the chair, arms out to the sides for balance. Exercise 5. Clock reaches, training multi-directional balance. Your ability to reach, stretch, and move in different directions without losing your footing. Think about reaching for the top shelf, the coffee pot, or a grandchild. Stand behind your chair, right hand on the back. Slowly extend your left leg forward to 12 o'clock. Tapping toes lightly, return to center. Reach out to 9 o'clock to the left side, return. Reach back to 7 o'clock behind and slightly left, return. That is 1 round, do 3 rounds. Switch sides, using your right leg to reach toward 12, 3, and 5 o'clock. Keep your standing leg slightly bent and your back straight. This builds single leg stability, hip strength, and ankle control that prevents sideways falls. Exercise 6. Sit to stand without using your hands. Getting up from a chair is one of the highest risk moments for a fall for anyone over 70, yet most people never practice it specifically. This builds leg strength and trains balance simultaneously. Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat about hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest to remove the temptation to push off with your hands. Lean your upper body forward from the hips, nose, over toes, then push through your heels to stand up slowly and with control. Once fully upright, pause for 2 seconds, then slowly lower yourself back down, controlling the entire downward movement. Do not drop onto the chair. That is 1 rep. Start with 8 repetitions. If too difficult, place hands on thighs for light assistance. The best way to use these exercises is through balance exercise snacks. Short bursts of 30 to 60 seconds spread throughout your day. Do the toe lean while coffee brews, weight shifts during a commercial. Sit to stands before lunch, marches while waiting for the microwave. Research strongly supports this distributed approach for rebuilding balance and coordination in older adults. Small doses repeated consistently throughout the day send a powerful signal. Legs, 5 times. Weak legs mean slower reaction times, less power to correct your balance, and less stability in your hips and knees with every step. Over time, that weakness chips away at your confidence, posture, and ability to move freely. Think about everyday moments depending on leg strength. Getting up from the couch, climbing a step, walking across a parking lot, catching yourself when you trip. Leg strength declines rapidly with age, especially with more sitting and less activity. But your legs can absolutely get stronger at any age, whether 70, 75, 80, or beyond. The muscles are still fully capable of responding to the right training. They have not given up, they are just waiting for the right signal. Even modest, consistent improvements from simple home exercises a few times a week can make a dramatic difference in fall risk, stability, and day-to-day confidence. That is why a dedicated video on the best leg strengthening exercises for people over 70 awaits next. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1. If not, comment 0. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.